won't be used on the red carpet. Alcatraz bars, crash cars, ain't no future in front. My homies rip your mask off.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Chiefs going up against the Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 29. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's Mariota. Caught. Kelsey, left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And some room to roam now. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. First down, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. In motion, Hill. Mariota from the gun on third down. Buying time to his left. He can, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marcus Mariota, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Second down, Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Now he'll escape to his left. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Throwing is Mariota. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And some room to maneuver. Nifty footwork at the 45. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
How many times do we hear from coaches getting north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. From the left side here, and it's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll give it here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green, 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the gun, Mariota. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Mariota on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. What a spin. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Third and short yardage. Mariota. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. J.J. Nelson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. Trey McBride now to return. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Mariota. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Going to give this time to the tailback. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So the Broncos coming out now. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense, you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call. You've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stop short of the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Good. All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time. And he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level. And he's able to get back on track.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
To throw is Mariota. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mariota to throw it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. He'll look to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down, Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Gun!
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they take a knee. A lot of